is a major determinant of population health. There's increasing focus on air pollution. We also have to think about road traffic injuries. Over 1 million people are killed on the world's roads every year. Physical inactivity is a big problem, yet transport can be a great opportunity to be physically active through walking, through cycling. What we've been looking at here is what we're calling image data. And by this we're thinking about satellites, the different kinds of satellite data. We're thinking about things like Google Street View and other sources of street level photography, and fixed cameras from traffic cameras, from CCTV. All of these provide pictures, and these pictures can say 1,000 words about what the built environment's like, what the vehicles are like, and how people and vehicles are interacting in this space. We live in this world of big data, but what are the methods that we can use? What is possible? What is easy at the moment?
This workshop addresses some of the needs that we see as critical under the Our Planet, Our Health program, which involves looking at planetary health or our influence on planetary systems and how that impacts on our health. So here they're trying to think about how to integrate transport and health, and we see that as critical for assuring healthy cities, essentially. We're having a tremendous influx of new data sources and of new data. And the challenge for us is to figure out both how to integrate that data in ways that tell us the best stories about health and about sustainability, but then beyond that to take that new insight and that new information and integrate it into policy processes and action processes so that it actually leads to changes in the way we do things to improve health.
So I believe this workshop is a fascinating opportunity for us to better understand how to address some of the challenges that we face on a daily basis at WHO in support to countries and cities on how to develop sustainable, healthy transport systems and to plan cities properly to not only deliver on health but also on cleaner environments and climate action. So as WHO, we work mainly in support to cities and countries, and that means that we have the globe as our area of work, and as you can imagine, the world is big, it's diverse, it's complex, and the realities on the ground are quite different from what we observe in high-income settings. The big and exciting challenge is to make sure that all this cutting-edge work that I've been exposed to yesterday and today is transferable to all parts of the globe. It's applicable in the areas where it's most needed, and it's beneficial to the places in which the problems are bigger, but also the opportunities are high as well.
I'm here because I am someone who develops image analysis methods, and I would like to know what the questions are people in health modeling are asking that I can help them answering. I think one of the main hurdles that we always overcome in interdisciplinary collaborations is, first of all, to break the language barrier, because each of us is developing, has a research topic that has its own language, and so to start understanding each other and speaking in the same kind of terminology, this is one goal I think that needs to be overcome, which this workshop is doing. And the other one is, in particular, the workshop brings together people like myself who are developing algorithms with people who are using and need these algorithms to inform their own research. So for people like us, I think ethics is extremely important, because we need to be aware of the fact that, first of all, the algorithms we choose are not at all objective. I mean, depending on which algorithm you choose, you are looking at different features in the data, and hence your prediction might be slightly different. So we need to be aware of that, and we need to communicate this. This is, first of all, a really ethical, important thing to do. And the other one is that algorithms have always come along with an uncertainty. Both the data comes along with uncertainty. It's not perfect. There is noise and imperfections in the data that the algorithms need to capture. And then the algorithms themselves have certain guarantees or are lacking certain guarantees, and so they also have limitations. So both of these uncertainties we need to be able to communicate in whatever we are going to draw. Any conclusions we draw from this data analysis, we need to filter in and communicate with which type of certainty we are making these conclusions.
The research that's being discussed here is very interesting to me because it's novel, and we have not done a lot of modeling that takes into account the work of experts with this computer vision. And so I see this as an opportunity to be exposed to newer methodologies, and not only that, to forge new partnerships. It was great to be at this workshop, and I hope I'll be invited to come again. And I hope too that at some stage in the future that collaborators here at the University of Cambridge and the others that they've invited will be able to come to my side of the world to have something similar. Thank you.
This was really a very inspiring and interesting workshop, which brings a lot of people from different disciplines together. And what I want to say, general as a comment, is that Earth observation probably sounds a little bit a distance from a layperson, but actually nowadays technology, data available, and so on, we can do so much things with this data, which probably is not that much aware for many of the people. I just want to encourage more people to try to explore what we have today.
Oh, it's absolutely great, a learning experience, and I'm happy to be here. And let's hope that we will start some fruitful collaborations with the group here and other groups.
Well, it's the era of big data, big problems, and we can't just drown in the data nor the problems. And I think it's fantastic to have all these people in the room the last 3 days to work on these challenges.
I think it's really great that we have a chance to sort of get together and talk about how we can integrate new sources of data with new sources of computer science data with our knowledge about health and ethics and causality, and link those with computer science. And it's great to have an opportunity to sort of have an opportunity to speak to each other and create partnerships between these two fields, because I think we have a lot to learn from each other.
After having done this workshop for 2 days, I think it was fascinating. I learned a lot about what's possible, what data sets are there, and I see a great potential of these data sets, especially for low and middle income countries where I come from, and I think the future looks fascinating.
This has been a great chance to bring together people from different disciplines, from computer vision, from machine learning, from transport studies, from population health, to think how the changes we have with new big data sources can help us answer some old problems.